Now surely one of the highlights of the revival, if you're not aware, is the car park. So in the car park it's divided up into two groups. There's the pre-66 and then there's the tax exempt section, which is 67 to 83. And believe me when I tell you, you can come to the revival and spend days in the car park for free and not even get into the revival because you won't have seen all the cars. Everything you can imagine, the most amazing vehicles you've ever conceived, they're here in the car park, and you can just walk around and check them out. These are the cars of the people that are attending the revival. It's free if you buy a ticket for the revival. It's free to get a car park ticket for the classic car, either pre-66 or tax exempt. So why wouldn't you? Look at this gorgeous Gordon kibble, and one of my favorites, 63 Ford Galaxy. That's a 63.5 Ford Galaxy Coupe, half year only. Oh, lovely early Aston. Nice Triumph TRs. And yeah, I could probably just keep talking for hours, but instead I will show you around a little bit. Fantastic to see some Anglias all parked in a row. Very distinctive, very cool, still very affordable. Oh, lovely Porsche 356 or Mercury custom over there. 49, 57 Chevy alongside. Oh, I like that van, that pickup truck complete with vintage motorcycle in the rear. So I'm not joking when I say as far as the eye can see. Oh, I spy with my little eye in the distance there is a 1958 Pontiac Strata Chief wagon. I'll have to go and check that out. Yeah, beautiful 58 Pontiac identical to the Pontiac that I'll be importing from South Africa, except this is an estate, and of course has aftermarket wheels. Come to the Revival, no ticket required, park in the public car park, walk over here, and you have access to one of the largest car shows in the world. was probably the very briefest of walkthroughs of the pre-66 car park. And that's because the tax-exempt car park, 67 to 83, is even bigger. So here it is. Slightly later Minis, Bristols, Triumph TR6s, later E-Type Jaguars, and oh, there's a special car I see in the distance. Could that be? Yes, it is my special car, and I guess it's about time I tell you what it is. I will do a separate video on the car itself, but just so that you know what all the excitement is about. That is my 1974 Bitter CD. I know, you did not know what it was. Nobody does. And the other reason nobody does is because it's the only one in the UK. So if you've never seen one, it's because you haven't seen mine. A slightly later split screen camper van here. By way of being in the tax exempt category, it must be 67 or later, and in Britain they only made them until 67, so this is most probably later than 67, which means it must be Californian and Brazilian. And see inside that it is left-hand drive, which kind of makes sense. Oh, beautiful E-Type Series 2 later model, still very, very pretty. GRRC, always love them. Parked right next to a DB6. Well, believe me when I say we've hardly scratched the surface here in the car park. It is definitely the most popular classic car event on the calendar here in the UK. It is the biggest, certainly just looking at the car park, and you wonder where these cars come from. Classic cars and classic car interest is enormous in the United Kingdom, as is all the industries supporting classic cars. And the thing with classic cars is You know, you can keep them going forever. You repair them, you restore them, you fix them, you keep them going, and there's no reason why they can't last forever. So for those that are particularly sensitive to the environment, well, the best product you can make, the most environmentally product you can produce, is the product that you do not produce, but rather reuse what already exists. And that's the thing with classic cars. Oh, I've just spotted a South African connection here. We have a Team Gunston Capri replica, obviously, but replica of the Basil Green Team Gunston race cars from the 70s. Great to see those colors. So even if you don't like cars or don't like racing, you can come along to the Goodwood Revival and you'll be guaranteed to find something that interests you. So what are you waiting for? Come on. You can be here next year.